Well, you know, I can get through this one now. Let's see. You don't understand the difference between AA and AAA. I can help out with that. Nope, too early. Still too early. Luckily, I have a shit ton of these. There we go. Oh, that got close. Okay. Probably want to grab one of these. Really? Come on. You could even tell I was on the platform. I'm just gonna kill myself trying to get whatever's on the other side of this chest. Okay, we're good. Still not worth it, but whatever. Okay, so AA and AAA has always been kind of a loose difference. And I can understand why most people don't get the distinction. Mainly because there is no good distinction. There are AAA indie games. There are AAA AA games. And really all it comes down to is just like, who's behind it would be the easiest way to describe it. Followed closely by how much money was pumped into it. So, easy ground rules. Halo is AAA. But Halo Wars? I would say Halo Wars might be more on the AA side of things. Just because smaller budget, smaller team, lower quality. Kind of a neat idea, but not necessarily like a big blockbuster meant to capture the hearts and minds of a bunch of people. Oh, let's see. Anyway, let's boil it down in a slightly more understandable-ish way. I don't know. There's no good way to like draw the line. Usually, I would just say like AAA is the point of safety, where you can just like kind of put out the same game year after year and do fine. Whereas like AA is very much like, shit, if your game bombs, you're screwed. Which, to go back to the Rune 2 topic, very definitively like a AA game. Because they shut down the day after it released. Like, that game is... That studio is now owned by Bethesda. Which is actually quite amusing. Let's see, what are some other good, notable AA studios? Interestingly enough, Obsidian, AA studio for, like, forever. Possibly now considered AAA because Microsoft picked it up and it's going to be, like, one of the big first-party... like, one of the big first-party developers working on all their stuff. I'd still say it's probably going to have more of a feeling of AA just because their games are probably going to be a little bit more fast and loose and... not quite as, like, epic as, say, I don't know, let's say God of War. I think God of War, the most recent one, is, like, the height of what AAA aspires to be. And for good reason, because it's freaking awesome. And if any of you haven't played or seen that game, like, check it out, because it was really good. Anthem was a AAA game, yup. Oh yeah. Anthem honestly makes me sad. Because I would gladly play another Warframe Destiny kind of game. I guess I haven't tried out the Division 2, so I have no idea, because I heard that kind of fell in the same genre. But like, you know, online co-op looter shooter kind of games, they scratch an itch that most other games don't even get close. But yeah, Anthem ain't. I should see how well it runs on my new computer. But like, have they even... See, is Anthem a AA game? Well, that's another distinction. It's like, just because a game might have, like, rough edges doesn't mean it's AA. There's some fantastic AA games that had zero rough edges. Easiest example I can think of would be A Plague Tale: Innocence. That is a game that is the epitome of, like, triple A or double A quality. You know, it wasn't super ambitious, but it really set out to accomplish to tell a story, have some neat mechanics, have some exploration, have some really, really swank visuals. But, you know, not take longer than, like, 10 hours or anything like that, and, you know, not really bust any major budgets. And it works great, actually. Like, I will gladly point to Plague Tale: Innocence as, like, really good AA business. What else is there? I think the problem in general is, like, AAA and AA, what does it stand for anyway? I don't think it stands for anything. I think it's just kind of, like, a means of classifying, like, one type of content for the next. Okay. Schubert. Ironclad Titan. Okay. This guy might be easier than the last one. Like, a lot easier. That really overt weak point makes a huge difference. Like, obviously, still have to worry about a couple of things. Oh, if I can get both at the same time? Yeah. Oh, almost. Well, this is... Yeah, this is going to be mad easy. I like him, and boy, that pixel art looks good. Like, this game is straight up Flint Hook levels of pretty when the pixels start rolling. Muckbuster. Piece of Titan scrap that's been repurposed as an upgrade for Wingnut. Take control and bust that muck. Alright, we want to go this way. Huh. I'm not sure what those balls are for. I was right, though. The slime in that one area is covering something. Probably the slime in the forest, too. Oh! And I could get Sparklite out of the goop. Mid-2010s, term AAA became used to describe AAA-type games that generated additional revenue over time in a similar fashion. MMOs, using software as a service methods. I don't quite agree with that, because that doesn't account for just big blockbuster games. I guess, honestly, the easiest way for me to differentiate them is truly just price point, generally. If a game's $60, or like the maximum industry price, $60 plus the season pass plus all that junk, yeah, it's probably a AAA game, or it might be a AA game that's really, really big for its britches. AA's usually tend to be about 40, like Remnant from the Ashes, perfect example of a $40 AA game, really good. And then indie is 20 and lower, but still varies a lot. And then also if you start throwing in sales, yeah, anyway. Scanning. The world could not sustain life without land from which life could spring. So the geologists, with their knowledge of tectonics, cast the world in sand and stone. But as with all living things, the world must be able to adapt. Fractures in the crust would allow the land to shift when under stress. You activated the geologist seal. Well done, Starbone child. The force of the Foundation Stone is still strong, but it's beginning to weaken. With each fracturing, the Baron gets closer to seizing its power. The Foundation Stone falls into his hands. We will be able to reshape the world. Oh, he will be able to reshape the world for his own gain. You must not let the Baron attain the stone. The world depends on you, Ada. 2 seals remain. Make haste, Starborn child. Let's see. What would I consider Warframe? That is an interesting question because Warframe started as a last-ditch attempt to save Digital Extremes from bankruptcy. Way to go, shutting down that ironclad Titan. Such an abomination. Next Titan's located in the sinking sands, west of the Vinelands. Make that your destination. Yeah, two bosses in one life. Yeah, I'm doing real freaking well. Okay. Let's see. So for starters, we want to upgrade this. Oh, and that maxes this place out. And let's get the Slammer Reverberator. Blast radius to the Slammer's charge attack. Heck yeah. Alright, and that leaves me with 100. I guess I'll grab the max energy patch, maybe. Yeah, we'll just grab it. Okay, so what else we got? We want to start shifting a couple of things around. Let's see, because I can get another one of these. Boy, I can get a lot of these. Not that I really need them. Let's just go for the extra energy more than anything else. I didn't even need the extra health. That's looking pretty good. That's looking real good. Hello, Ada. Sounds the perfect spot for me to... So do we not get a... I guess it makes sense that we wouldn't get a map for any of the other ones. Okay. It's not quite there. Gotten better. And we get a max health bit. Heck yeah. But yeah, Warframe straight up started with, like, low AA budget. And by sheer force of will and, like, community goodwill, Warframe has managed to just become one of the most successful games, I would say, of all time, just purely because of how long they've been going with one singular game. The only thing I would say, like, as, about Warframe is they don't seem to be able to make anything else. Which is kind of bad. But, like, oh well. I should probably save up for this, because we actually need that diving booster at some point. But, whatever. I think that only generally gets me extra chests and stuff, which I don't need as much. Yeah, it hit a good thing. Yep. And, I mean, in general, Warframe has managed to consistently be one of the best MMOs on the market for... I mean, it's gonna be 10 years and, like... I think it's, what, 8 years old at this point? I think it came out in 2010, 2011. But, like, that's downright impressive, no matter what angle you look at it from. I should probably play it again. I've just been very busy. Okay. the Govans. Oh, that's good. Let's see, they made a Metroidvania a couple years ago. Was it good? I don't remember. Because I know they did, like, the Something Eternals, which I think was a flop. And I think they were publishing something by the like, roguelike MMO. I think they were publishing something by those guys. Oh, interesting. I can actually force that to respawn. Maybe it's something. Hey! I think that's our first green dude. Hey, and these trees might actually drop things. It looks like they actually have the fruits. Heck yeah. This way I might actually get healing items. Ow. That sucker has homing attacks. Let's see. Warframe started from a game that had something to do with a glaive. Yep, Dark Sector. Not a bad game, necessarily. Just not a very good game. Which I realize, like... no duh. But, I don't know. This is one of those games that, like, never did particularly amazingly well. The reviews were kind of middling, probably could have used a couple of patches. And then they're just like... well, we had this idea as a result of this game. Anybody want to publish it? And everybody's like, heck no, you guys are cursed. And they're just like, well, shit, what do we do? And so they just self-published it, and, like... good on them for it. Which game are we talking about? We're talking about Warframe. I don't know. I'm wildly off topic for this game. But it's kind of one of those where it's like, I love me some Sparklite, but I don't really need to talk about it. I can just straight up... okay, there we go. It's an angry cactus. Oh, that's amusing. I can just straight up coast. And honestly, for me, that's fine. I don't think this game really needs to me to be like 100% on topic at all times. I know there's some people that always disagree with me on that one. It's like, you need to be only talking about the game. And I'll be like, but what do I talk about after a certain point? I guess I could talk about this new area. I like this area a lot better than the swamps. Swamps sucked. This area actually has challenging enemies that probably hit reasonably hard. Okay. I've been fighting a lot of green guys. I mean, kind of makes sense. There's a green guy. They're little cactus dudes. That poor tree. That guy is just shelling that tree into oblivion. Hey, at least I got a healing item off of that, though. I did buff myself. Yeah, that was one hell of a buff. Okay. Yeah, we could do this. I have a couple of healing items sitting around. That guy had an issue with that tree. He didn't care that I was killing him. All he wanted to do was shell that tree into oblivion. Which, for whatever reason, gives me some serious Stonehearth vibes. I don't know why. For some reason, I remember people getting really stuck on trees in that game. I think that's a false memory, but oh well. This game is very good. I don't know. This year has had two really decent, like, old school Zelda likes. Plus, like, a legit remaster of them. I really hope this genre sees a resurgence, because it's such a good one. Because we had... Wait, that was it? Man, that was easy. And do that again. And a wrench patch, so I can upgrade that. Yeah. Heart drops. Don't eat them. This guy's targeting leaves much to be desired. But yeah, so we had Hyrule. What was? God damn it! I've totally forgotten the name of it. It was Crypt of the Necrodancer plus Zelda, but I can't remember the name because I am a forgetful person. Cadence of Hyrule. There we go. Yeah, Cadence of Hyrule was amazing, and then Link's Awakening, like the HD remaster remake. It was a bit of both because it was like pretty one-for-one in a lot of cases, but it was still kind of its own thing. Like that was a super solid game back in the day, and it was kind of incredible to see just how little needed to change to like make it amazing for like modern, like for 2019. I would love to see them give that kind of treatment to Link to the Past and the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance Zelda games. Can you imagine Minish? Well, okay, I guess Minish Cap is maybe the only Zelda game that I could say doesn't need an HD re-rendering. Just like a little bit of TLC to upscale the UI a bit. Let's see, Cat Quest has been working for you too. The problem is Cat Quest lacks the level design. Like, it was a really fun game, but it was like Wonder Bread, where it was fun, but it didn't feel like most of it had any real, like, impact or substance. It was just kind of like a, yeah, this is fun. And I think for a lot of people, that's okay. But I play too many games, so, like, Wonder Bread filler games are actually really rough on me. Oh, shit. You're new. Ow! Okay. That sucker hurts. Oh well. I don't know. Like it was a neat game. I think the first time I played Cat Quest. I think Cat Quest 2 was just like truly more of the same. Even to the point where they had very, very similar like weapons. Well, they had no like weapon variety or anything like that. And that was like, I'll play those gladly, but I sure as hell am not going to remember them as much. And we get nothing! Oh. I feel cheated. Oh, you never played the first Cat Quest. Yeah, I'd played the first one. The only thing Cat Quest 2 really had going for it, for me... Yeah, the only thing Cat Quest 2 really did right that made it stand out as much as it did was co-op. Adding co-op to any game really does make it considerably better. I'm just gonna heal up. Track record so far has been good. Okay. There we go. Yeah, because I can weave between their shots. They're nice and slow. So I don't have to... Duel? Okay, those are retaliatory plants. Shoot! I had health! Oh, hi. It's a boat. It's been upended. Oh, it's this guy again. Ahoy! Back for more booty. Today's your lucky day. An exciting game for you to play. Monty's Hall. I just need to see your crew card to get started. Welcome back. Thanks for being a member of Monty's Hall. Today it costs 10 Sparklite to play. There you go. Wahoo! Alright, here's how you play. One chance, big reward. Okay. Well, still not. See, did Wander finish Morta? I did. Yeah, Shell and I finished Morta. It didn't take too long. Now, the game we haven't finished that we need to go back to is, we really gotta finish Indivisible at some point. Just that game. Like, finding out that, oh, by the way, every single character has, like, a side quest that you can do. Also, the ending is, like, a completely different genre. And not fun. Like, that really kills my enthusiasm for stuff. I realized, like, yeah, whatever, it's not actually that big of a deal, but I was just kind of let down. I don't like it when games switch genres, and then are like, but what if we made this one thing harder for reasons? Is that a... Suicide Bomber Goblin? That is a Suicide Bomber Goblin. Mean. Mostly to itself. Ow. I hate these things. Okay, where are we going? I could try and do an attempt on the, Well, nope. Honestly, respectfully, screw that room. Oh, so you're gonna try and not die for the rest of the game. That's super unlikely. I mean, I'm on death's door right now, which is not good. And admittedly, I have some solutions, like just go back and get healing items. But at the same time, like, we do actually kind of want to reset the world instance at some point. Yup. Just so I can actually get access to some of the overworld chests again. Oh, that was bad. But no, not dying is kind of counterintuitive to this game. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, we want to wait a little bit. More and more chests seem to have nothing in them. Well, part of it is my sense of value. Yep, and... Oh, I had a revival. Well, that's kind of convenient. Let's see. But yeah, my sense of value is changing a little bit, because a lot of the monsters actually are dropping a lot more money. And, they're dropping a lot more money, and the chests aren't. So it's kind of like, yeah, cool. Oh, 2 of these. Didn't realize that was possible. 2 in one area is welcome. Because they tend to have the, these have the upgrade patches in them. And those are good things. Let's see. But yeah, so like a chest that has 10 Sparklite in it. It's like, okay, cool. But I can kill a bee for the same value. Let's see. Yeah, I can kill a bee for the same value as some of these chests. Wait, hold on. Okay. That was not worth the damage I took there. I saw that steam vent and I was like, maybe I can break it. Come on! This is really strange. Okay. Well, how many of these do I have? Oh, I don't have any. They're not particularly amazing, honestly. Do I have any way of hurting myself? Uh... Hmm. I'm surprised they don't have it so that enemies that go out of bounds die. Uh... My main fear is I'm not sure what happens when I quit. Not fully out of bounds. That's out of bounds enough. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like I got anything that I can do. Is there no attack action at all in co-op? I think you can do the blimp. Okay. We have I have an idea. Give me a second. Because this game's been out for at least a little while. Take a look at the screen shell. Monster on the right side of the screen. Yeah. If we got anything. Okay. Ah. Is it not working? I don't have an energy booster, do I? Maybe... Let me check. Is there anything else over here? Yeah, no. Looks like we're no good. Okay. It sucks. What the? Oh. That's... That was weird. Okay. Well, that's fine. There we go. Okay. So... I don't know if that death was a bug. That was me cheating. Or turning off the cheats. But what I can do, at the very least, is I actually have... I just gave myself the money that I lost. Let's go get the... Let's see, bot is still stuck. That's because co-op is actually still running. I have since fixed it. Okay, but yeah, I had 960 Sparklite before I died, so... Well... Can I upgrade this again? I don't think I can. So I think this is supposed to disappear, but I guess it didn't. One way or another, we'll grab the bubble thing. Let's see. Did we get any patches? I think we got a defense patch and some other stuff. It's... I don't really know. That kind of cooks my enthusiasm. No matter what, like, I'm now just kind of like... Question, can I fuse these? No. Okay, so it looks like gold is the maximum. Oh! We got another one of these and it's gone. Son of a butt! That sucks. Man. Yeah, why don't we... Let's see, it's there in the shop. No, that's not a... This is not a wrench damage. That's a gadget power patch, which is not the one I want. So, I didn't lose too much. Honestly, nothing that would make me, like, quit forever. But enough that I'm just like, eh, right now. I don't have enough to fuse those again. I don't know. I don't like bugs like that. They always just put me in a bit of a grouchy mood. I mean, not that grouchy. Not honestly, because I could just get all of the Sparklite that I lost, it's not so bad. I was gonna have a golden damage upgrade. That was gonna be so nice. Ah, it's fine.